Good morning. Happy day. It is a Tuesday. Someday I'll know what day of the week it is. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Have you ever just pivoted on a foot and fucking cramped one foot bone in the middle of your foot? I just did that. I feel like I need a pop inside my foot. What the frick? Ouch. I know. I just all I did was pivot in the kitchen. Now I've got this right up the middle of my foot. Just feels like a bone rolled or something. Thank you for gifting a sub to Solipsis, Vincent. Oh my god, I almost spilled my fucking coffee. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to... Thank you for gifting a sub to Solipsis, Vincent, you kind fuck. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. I know. I went and smacked my coffee. One moment. It spilled a little. That's why we have paper towels. Anyways, what was I doing? Save the coffee. I know, I'm out of oat milk, so this is literally my only coffee all day, and I'm very much treasuring it right now. To twerking? Man, what does it say about your ass if every single time you squat down, it's a twerk? I wish I could twerk. I can't figure out how to let go of my ass muscles to make it happen. It's just sad. It looks like Tina when she Yes, Kinger, I don't know what it is. I think it's honestly, I kind of beat myself up in the garden yesterday. I think I told you guys this, but I decided to tear up my entire rock patio and level it and relay the entire thing. Why? I don't know. I don't know. But oh, my back is screaming. I probably cramped up my toes doing that, but yeah, I just got to right in the middle of my foot. Oh, also,
Hail Satan, motherfuckers. Bravo, I know, right?
Why did I just have a weird vision of us drunkenly trying to twerk at TwitchCon and Knives and Glut trying to be the judges? I'll do it. Knives has literally sent me he's done work to find me a video on how to teach me how to twerk because I want to do it so bad and I just can't do it. I do not understand. It's I have plenty of ass. Theoretically, this should be possible. But, I don't know. Dude, Louise is pretty great. Yeah, Louise is pretty great. What's so hard? Can you do it? Can you? Can you, twerk? Because I can't. I have the tools, but not... Aw, fuck, I forgot to turn that off. Guys, I have some very exciting news. I mean, sure. So, y'all know we've been, for months now, been getting these inorganic hype trains that are basically Glut, do you have that tweet from Zach? I could go look up his Twitter. It's actually funny. I mean, you can literally, taste the sarcasm coming out of Zach Busey's tweet. You can hear his tone of voice reading this tweet. It's so funny. So long story short, Twitch has decided that this is what Zach says. It's so funny. I don't know. It's just his dry sense of humor. So he said, ghost trains, aka high engagement triggers, aka chats bumping, throw money at the streamer. High engagement triggers for hype trains are being released to all streamers. Twitch says ghost trains trigger a result in your community spending more money. You can now turn off high engagement hype trains. So it's good news? Lorelai, that's a long fucking time, bitch. What the fuck? Thank you, Beyond Reason, for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an Anus Swings for 87 fucking months, dude. What? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Super Bowl, you can turn it off now, which is great. I'm not anti-hype train, just so everyone knows that. I just much prefer a hype train that's actually instigated by subs and bits, not. It just feels so weird. It's like standing in a group of people having a really good conversation and someone just popping up in the middle being like, money? I see you're having a great conversation. Do you want to spend money? And yeah, this is how we pay our bills. That just feels gross. That feels weird. It's weird. Yeah, that's what these hype trains are. So when I refer to inorganic hype trains, lab-grown hype trains, you guys only made this, I guess you made this happen. You make them happen by having good conversation. Okay. Yeah, you exist, therefore hype train, right? And none of it doesn't make sense. Good morning. Twerking is so hard. I mean, seriously, like an actual twerk. Like, go watch WAP or something. Go watch the Twerk Masters. Like, actually moving your hips and letting go somehow of your butt muscles so your butt muscle can just move independently up and down the iliac crest of your hip is not easy. I don't know. I don't know if I have too much. No, there's no such thing as too much muscle. I have no idea. I can't do it. I've tried. I'll keep trying probably until like literally my body says no. Kona, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it its wings for 34 fucking months. That's almost 3 years, bitch. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexy and pure sober consent. And I appreciate you. Real ones are better. They are. So the ghost type trains are powered by generative AI or some other sort of bot. It's a bot. But I don't know how AI would play into that. I'm not smart enough for that. You carry too much stress in your ass. That's what it is. I'd like to shake it out. It's like exactly. You know how like, oh my God, Mishy, you just did it. I was trying to think of a way to explain the phenomena of twerking. It's like once you get it, I think you hold on to it and you just know how to do it forever, but getting it. So you know when I'm sure I'm not the only one, like I can't just sit here and like flex my titties like fucking Terry Crews style, but if I lay down on the couch and put the remote control right here, I can make it bounce off my boob. Like I could flex my tit and make the controller fly. It's kind of like that. Yes. Like, once you got it, you're like, oh shit, I can do this. But until you do, it's like, I feel like I'm just dry humping air. I look like Tina. It's not cute. I probably do carry stress in my ass, though. It's definitely the largest part of my body. It probably just measures time between messages. That's what I was guessing. I mean, it's just a bot that just knows there's a certain amount of seconds between each message and it's like, oh, it's time, which is crazy because it makes me wonder, like, how does this work in bigger streams? I guess it's relative to chatters, probably. It's X number of non-emote spam messages in Y minutes or something. Oh, so it's like, wow. So they even like fine-tuned it down to like, it won't happen in a chat if people are just spamming emotes. It has to be real conversation. And that's when they'll throw a random hype train in. Yeah, see, I don't think it uses AI, but I don't know. I got my blood sugar under control. Fuck yes. How do you feel? That's definitely something that's happening. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't. It just feels, what it feels like to me genuinely is we're all having conversation about something and then all of a sudden it becomes about the hype train. Like it just did. Whatever we were talking about is dead. It becomes about the hype train. And I don't like that. I have a terrible train of thought. Like my train of thought is so broken all the time. Like anything that's going to break it is annoying to me. I hate that stuff. So we put it in emote only mode. Lab grown hype trains will never happen. No, Viata, did you hear I can turn them off now? I don't know if you heard that. That's why we're talking about it. That's the new thing. So Twitch has decided they're very beneficial and it causes stream to spend more money. But I can go turn it off. I don't like your idea because if we went emote only, that'd basically make me a YouTuber and I can't do that. I am quite literally useless and nothing without my community. Like, I might as well just lay in a hole and let someone bury me. I got nothing. I got nothing on my own, man. I can't talk to emotes. I fucking what? I watch YouTube all the time. I'm like, how these fuckers just talk to themselves? When I'm by myself, I am not talking. I don't know. I'm not even thinking, really. I'm just like, oh, survival mode. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I'm so glad I didn't go the YouTube route because I would have fucking failed. Not that I'm doing great here, but like, you know what I'm saying. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm here to break all your trains of thought. You can just blame me for this. Okay, I will. Deal. Hat tax is now, we'll just do that. It's a derail train. It is kind of a derail train. It bothers me because we were having a great conversation and now it's dead. Oh my God, Bacon, you're going to have to tell me how those mini PCs work because they look so cool. To be fair, it's mostly bots at that point in YouTube. What do you mean? Like creating YouTube content? I don't watch bots. The people I watch on YouTube, I've been watching for like a million years. It's kind of sick. I've been watching people on YouTube through like having kids and divorces and stuff. It's wild. Oh, in the comments. I don't even go there. I don't even go to that place. YouTube comments, I don't go there. That's a scary place. Ryzen 7 5700G, 64 gigabytes, 512 SATA, and a Cooler Master 9 NR200 case. That's fucking, you built it. Oh, I'm excited. We watched videos on like, it was labeled, you know, world's smallest PC, whatever. And they're like this big and they're glass and you can see through them and they're really cool. But fuck, are they loud? Understandably, right? Like the fans have basically no room in there. And to keep it cool, that thing, when that guy powered it on, it was like listening to a jet engine. So it's cute in theory, but my God. So loud. This one, I want to say it was like a foot tall and just like a glass cube, but it was so fucking loud. Wow. I'd rather have 5 comments from real people than thousands of bots. 100%. I mean, that's still a thing that's happening literally constantly. I get messages, I get emails, I get DMs in my Twitter or my Blue Sky all the time of people like, hey, we see potential in your channel. Would you like to buy 50,000 followers? It's still happening constantly. I watch friends of mine getting botted constantly. Like you see someone whose numbers are doubled for some reason, you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like something really exciting's happening in their channel. And you go there and the chat's dead and nothing's happening. And you're like, oh, someone fucking botted their numbers again. Don't ever do that for me. That is so bad. People, like there was a big thing years ago where like, bless it, it was all innocent, but people thought it was like a gift. Like, oh, I'm going to buy this viewer bump for my streamer. And that will get them up in the views and blah, 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 and, you know, snowball into, like, success or something like that. It's so bad. Please don't gift that to anybody. It's so bad. My work PC is a mini. Mostly it's quiet, but when the fans run, yep. And that was this one. Like, it was mostly quiet until it had to do, like, I think it was because he kicked on a game. So the PC was like, and that was a loud bitch, but really nice and compact. I mean, fuck, dude, the amount of room that my PC towers take up is crazy. But keeping them cool is so ideal that I have 2 gigantic cases. Any streamer who has a clue hates getting botted. I don't think anybody likes it. Anybody that's been around for 6 months knows exactly what botting is. And like, as pretty as it is for all of a sudden viewers to like go up to 250, those aren't real, those aren't humans. So what? That doesn't matter. It's like having fake food. I see content creation as an art form, not as a money-making potential. I mean, it is. It's entertainment, right? I am in no disillusion that I am entertainment. That's all I am. I am enrichment, period. Like, that's it. It's a privilege. Like, it's, like, not everyone has enrichment. Not everyone has entertainment. Like, it is 100% entertainment, but is entertainment not an art form in itself? And has it not been that literally for the history of time? But I'm not disillusioned to that. Like in any, like none of us are any grander than just, what does it say on my fucking Blue Sky profile? Distraction specialist. I am your distraction specialist. Want to talk about nipple skin? Anyone ever think about how different nipple skin is? Crazy. We've got sweat glands everywhere, but our nipple sweat glands, they're different. Crazy. Cheers. Carnage, which one did you get? I miss my secret lab so much. I miss that chair beyond reason. Thank you, Sins. I have to remind myself of that every once in a while. I have fun, and I still enjoy this every fucking day. Like, that's what's more important to me versus when I worked at the hospital and I would just have like consistent like emotional breakdowns in my car before I went to work. And then, you'd mask for 12 and a half to 13 hours and then go sit in your car and cry for another 6 hours and then go home and cry and then fall asleep to Bob Ross and rinse and repeat. This is better. If that's like, I don't know if I have to spell that part out, but like, this is better. This is better than watching death all day. You know what I'm saying? To be very real with you. Thank you for cunting it up, by the way. Daily cunts, please. Thank you. Nipples as ropes. Oh, God. Wow, Bacon, that's fucking impressive. You do not need, I don't believe you need an invite for Blue Sky anymore, but Blue Sky is the best, and the way I know is that the right-winger, crazy-ass motherfuckers hate us. The sheer amount of articles I see on like Twitter or Reddit or something that unfortunately get onto my feed somehow that's by some right-winger fucker that's like, Blue Sky is the devil, it's the liberals' diaper pants, lick the ankles. It's fucking funny how mad they are about Blue Sky because we just went there. Because we went to Blue Sky and we're having the same time and we're not paying for blue check marks and we're not run by a fucking tyrant psychopath. Like, yeah. You know it's good when you pissed off the right people. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It is. There's still shitheads there. They're everywhere. Like, don't get me wrong. There's not a social media platform in the world that's a shithead-free bubble. But I've catered my follow list quite closely. Quite narrow, I guess you would say. Did you get bopped for the cunt? We're just gonna cunt it up until it stops bopping people. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Aside of me being forcibly retired, I would have to quit because no one wants to cry on the way to and from work. What did you do after work to calm down, Hertz? What did you do? Just curious. And dude, Witch still works in the ER. Hold on. I think I saw Witch here. Yeah, She-Witch. What do you do to like calm down after a shift? Because I would drive like my 30-minute drive home or whatever, and then I would go into my basement. I had like a day bed down there so I could sleep in pitch dark because I work night shift. And I would put on Bob Ross. I would crack a watermelon in half and eat half a watermelon with a spoon. That was like my dinner, breakfast, whatever, one meal of the day. Watch Bob Ross, get high, and go to sleep. And that was it. That was the only way I could calm myself down. And then I'd sleep like 3.5, 4 hours maybe. And then I'd get up, stream, go back to work, rinse, repeat. Like it was, but I had to stream before work. You guys were my only sanity. Like literally, it was like we would all sit and gather and I'd do my makeup just for a couple hours or something. Just to try to like gather my brain before I had to go and repeat exactly what I did the night before. It was a lot. I can cunt to 5 on the other. I can cunt to 5. Jesus Christ. Look at Secret Lab chair prices. Yeah, those are half or less than the yeah. And I missed that chair. Isn't that crazy? This was free. I know. Isn't that wild? I didn't buy this. My Secret Lab chair got a hole in it and I could feel the bar coming up my asshole because I'd had it for so fucking long and I'd stood on it and did so many terrible things to it. And then Logitech sent out these fucking Herman Millers. It's not bad, but, and rightfully so on their part, they sent out the most generic size they possibly could that would possibly fit every streamer ever. And I'm sure you're very well aware I'm not an average size. Like, you can't even see the chair behind me. That's how small it is. I'm 6 feet tall. This is not a chair for a 6 feet tall person, and it kills me. But Secret Lab chairs are like $400 to $600. Worth it. Bitch lasted me like at least 7 years. That thing was so nice, but man, they're expensive. I am not small. And this chair, I mean, it's not for a small person. It's meant for a normal, like a 5'5" person. This would be a great chair. But not for my back. Some of the shitheads came over to Blue Sky once. It started getting bigger as a way to try to ruin it. I remember that. Yeah. I took the 1 to 2 hour bus trip home and would pass the fuck out or read. Yep. Bob Ross is amazing. Bob Ross is seriously so calming. I screamed and threw sharp things at my garage wall, then smoked, then slept. I did the screaming on the ride home. Metal in your car for 30 minutes at 7 o'clock in the morning was great. That helped, but yeah, I feel that. Isn't that gross? I wonder if we're all doing that. Like, does every nurse and every RT go home and just, like, go through some psychotic ritual to calm down to go back to work? Like, it can't be healthy. Right, Kona? Sitting in Secret Labs right now, best chair I've had. I have a discount code below the channel, by the way, for Secret Labs. I am sponsored by them because I had their chair for so fucking long. I just can't afford a new one. So if you are in the market for a new chair, the reason I personally love Secret Labs is they make chairs for big people. Bigger people. I know we all hate being called big. We literally just talked about this recently. Like, all of us had some fucking big girl nickname. None of us like that. Stop calling people big. It's not kind. But they make chairs for tall people and just bigger people. Actually, like, not just, oh, it's the exact same chair, but we put some steel rods in it if you're fat. It's not that. They actually designed the chairs bigger for my lumbar. So, like, right now, where this lumbar support sits, it's just stabbing into my back. The lumbar in this chair is not where it should be because I'm too big for it. Whereas that chair, it's the first time I sat in it, and I was like, oh, is this what lumbar feels like? Like, it actually sits in the curvature of your back? It's not just poking the bottom of your spine all day? Wild. I had no idea what lumbar support was supposed to feel like until I got a fucking Secret Labs. Because I'd never sat in a chair meant for someone tall. Ever. Which is wild. Oh, because Canada. I'm sorry. I discovered yesterday that there was a relatively successful romance novel author that was plagiarizing fanfic. And I don't mean romance novels. I can read. I don't mean romance novels are formulaic. It's probably similar. I mean, straight up word for word copy paste with character names. Is there, like, what happens if someone, like, openly plagiarizes and publishes themselves with plagiarized material? Like, is there, like, legal repercussions? That's just art theft. That's like me taking a drawing by Boyfruit, posting it on my Twitter and being like, I did this. No, I did not. But, like, as far as I know, that would just destroy my relationship with Boyfruit, and the world would probably be like, you're a piece of shit liar. But other than that, is plagiarism legally, like, is that a legal thing you can, I don't know. I don't know if you can, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Pursue legal action? I don't know either, yeah. I feel like you should be able to, because I feel like that's really fucking gross. The person's Layla Moran. That's the person who plagiarized. Layla Moran, you're a piece of shit. You're no better than AI if you plagiarize, for fuck's sake. I was a beach ball to my peers growing up, but you know what? Now I own it. Same. Jolly Green Giant, Big Girl, like Beached Whale. Like, the amount of nicknames that were just in regards to my size my entire fucking life. Thunder Thighs. That, like, people thought were cute. And they're not cute. You just make us fucking have a hang up our whole life. But as an adult, now I'm like, no, I'm tall and intimidating, and people fear me, and that's okay. The people that know me don't fear me because they know better, but, like, I definitely embrace it now versus, like, here, this is a good example. So when I was younger, this has always happened, but this is just my brain when I was a kid versus my brain now. When I was younger, walking through a large crowd, people just part. If you're tall, you understand what I'm saying. People just get the fuck out of the way of tall people. When I was younger, it was, I smell, I'm ugly, I'm gross, something's wrong with me, there's something on my face, why will no one come near me, what the fuck is going on? As an adult, you fucking
Fear me. And I just carry on my merry way. You know, like but it's the same thing.
It's just like adult brain versus little brain. That's it. Like, it has nothing to do with me. It's people's perception of me. It has nothing to do with me at all. And that helps me get through life a lot. I'm not shoving people out of my way. It's just natural. If a huge person comes near me, I get out of their way. I do it too. Very few people are taller than me, but you know what I'm saying. That's natural. We just get out of the way because you can see them. You'll get out of the way of anyone who's obviously trying to get past you, but like someone who's huge, you just see them. They can sue. So plagiarism's a real, like, that's something you can seek legal action with then, right? Speaking of Canada, I watched an actual Canadian take the Canadian citizenship test, fail it, but then take the one for the American and almost ace it. I don't think I'd pass the American one. There's some weird shit in there. Like, I'm serious. Our education system in America does not teach us to pass the American citizenship test. I don't think I'd pass it either. They'd be like, how was America founded? I'd be like, you slaughtered all the natives. And they'd be like, I would not even come close. Very true. I'm short with thunder thighs. It's a nightmare to go clothes shopping. Kona, just live in spandex like me. Spandex and short shorts. It's the best way to live. Literally, it's freedom. It's freedom. That I don't have to think about my thighs. Why? You're damaged goods. Fucking weird dog. Did you hear her? She's such a... Okay. I'm not all that tall for a man, but I tend to walk with intent and purpose and resting dick face and the crowds. You're taller than average. There's a legal defense team called the Organization of Transformative Works. It's a murky area, but if you can prove a work is transformative, which fanfic is, you should have legal standing. Wait. But this person didn't do that, right? This person literally copied and pasted. Sorry, I was just like going through the story in my head and I was like, wait, this person did not do any of this though. There's no, what is it, the transformative work? They just copied and pasted shit. Yeah, okay, cool. It's based, I mean, literally might tell me that's not writing a fucking paper in college. I don't like to write. I don't do it. But like, I remember that's exactly how they worded it in college when you had to write a paper. You go find source material and you transform it into your own words and then you source it. You do not copy and paste, even though it might be the same idea. Right? Isn't that just shit we learned writing papers as youths? I wouldn't pass the UK one. The questions are stupid. So are the American ones. The questions are so stupid. I don't think most Americans would pass it. It's like really specific dates and shit of certain battles. And like, depending on where you grew up in the US, your curriculum is very different. So like on the West Coast, my history classes, social studies, whatever, as young as you are, they were very much centered around either the Oregon Trail, all a lie, like literally they just lied to us. They were like, oh, Sacagawea, definitely that's how you say it, by the way. And she totally wanted to leave all of her family and her tribe to go travel with two white guys that she couldn't understand, get impregnated by them and lead them west. That's totally what Sacagawea wanted to do. It's that, but then we also get a shit ton of native history. Like, we are on the West Coast, we're still very much steeped in lots of native culture. Like, you guys know I grew up on a reservation. So that's very normal to learn about that. Whereas if you grow up on the East Coast, and I know this because I dated a guy over there and lived over there for a while, you guys are much more apt in knowing about the battles because you literally are neighbors with the battlefield. Do you know what I'm saying? Like fucking Baltimore, Fed Hill, right there. Like with the cannons on it. So like you learn about it and then it's in school and then it's constantly reinforced because you're just in it. Whereas we don't have any of that on the West Coast at all. So like if there were questions pertaining to these battles and whatnot, anybody on the East Coast would have a better chance of answering any of those questions. And that test ain't gonna ask any questions about natives. Ha! Jefferson compromise anybody. So I don't think I'd pass. At all. I'm just shy of 6 feet. Yeah, that's tall. I mean, I think that's still considered tall. Exam, when was America discovered? Me, by humans, around 8,000 BC. Same. Like, I don't know the answers that you want to give me anymore. I'm too old. I know real answers now. I don't know the child answers that you really wanted to brainwash me with anymore. Those are gone now. And our history is much longer, so much longer, dude. There's so much more to it than, I mean, I really feel like I was done dirty by the education system and what I took away from it. And then I had to go to college and pay to get the real story. And like, that's a privilege, you know? Even though it was loans, still a privilege. If they literally copy pasted, then all you need to do is record a record of your publishing it first, and it doesn't have to be published on paper, just posting it is enough. Copyright is automatic, at least in the US. But like, what happens? It's them Utes. We're still Utes, let's be real. Most of us haven't even made it to the middle yet. I learned about the Jacobites at school, but South Scotland isn't really, I mean, dude, we don't, you know how I learned about the Jacobites? David, would you like to know? This is a safe place. Outlander. First time I'd ever heard that word in my life. That's the American education system. Like, a fictional smut romance history novel, which is, the first one's really, really good, by the way. That's where I learned about it. Because we are not taught world history at all. They're just like, oh yeah, Sacagawea, Lewis and Clark. And then you grow up and you're like, oh my God, the West was actually formed by people of color and by gay cowboys because they just wanted to live a life where they could actually be free and do what they want to do without persecution from other people. And that's how the West was founded? Crazy how that works out. It's just, you know, we all learn and we grow and whatnot. But genuinely, that was the first time I'd ever heard that word in my entire life with Jacobite. Had no idea. Like, what little I know about, you know, the UK as a grander scope is just from my Nana in Ireland. Like, all I know is what she knew from Ireland, and that's it. At all. It's so weird. Or, like, the Princess Diana bear. Teletubbies? What are they called? Not Teletubbies. What are those things? Beanie Babies. We're doing great, kids. Teletubbies? Okay. Oh, we're doing good. We covered tribes as well, but I grew up on a reservation, so I feel like that was very biased to that, which is good. I'm glad. I just managed to bag even more dates for that movie. Fuck yes. Dude, a consistent week of shoot days is really rare, actually. That's fucking awesome, Meatskis. You still have to hire a lawyer. So really, you're going to be out money. And God, like, unless your book basically becomes a movie these days, authors can't make crap. That sucks. Damn. Copyright exists as soon as you save a document. You don't have to publish it just because it's got a date stamp on it, right? Can you fake that? I really hope people wouldn't, but Teletubbies. You know what's crazy? I've never seen Teletubbies. Never. All I know of it is that the baby son. I was too old. That came out after my era. I have no cognizance of Teletubbies. They're the, like, big puppet creatures, right? On hills. Yada, yada, yeah. Crikey, a wild Teletubby! I'm gonna poke it with a stick. I recall learning about North Dakota history back in the 2000s, and it was basically go white people. They did everything, and you can't prove it otherwise. That sounds familiar. I know it's rare. That's why I'm pumped. Let's hug. We're hugging. Chat. Let's make it a group hug. Oh, you smell so much better awake. Good morning, everybody. Gotta make it weird. I remember learning a lot about the history things that people are complaining about not learning now. They've been steadily whitewashing what is being taught and are still. I mean, we know this, Trouble. Who writes the history book? Who approves the history books that are given to students in schools? Shut the fuck up. You're so annoying today. Are you having strokes? Bless them. Are you in our bushes? Which ones? My bong's smoking itself. Cheers. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story, right? We all know who writes history books. And we all know who approves them for scholastics. And I can't see an administration from the American government in the last 37 years that would approve a book telling the true story of America in any way, shape, or form. They don't want kids growing up knowing that their country's horrific. That's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It unfortunately takes very independent thought and parents, encouraging children to branch out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you I know are gonna identify with this because you were born in the 70s. My mom was in the college, my mama was in that there college, in the 70s. And for years, my whole childhood, I heard the term burn the bra. Took me until my late 20s until I finally just asked, did you just get together and have a bonfire? And my mom was like, oh my God, did you think that we were, you thought we all just actually gathered and, no, and we had a late 20s sit down of it's a very shortened term for a protest against the subjugate, women, but wow, Katie, I really was just picturing a bunch of hippies standing around and burning bras. And I was like, I wonder if they repurposed the underwire. Because we aren't taught any of that in school. I'm not taught about any revolution. Nothing. I wasn't taught fuck all about Vietnam. Nothing. Literally nothing. The only reason I knew anything about World War II is because my coach / history teacher / political science teacher / softball coach / PE teacher was an alcoholic and would just go on these slurring tangents about when he was in the war. And we would all just be like, oh my God. He would go into and we were in the trenches and then he'd flash out of it and be like, go pick rocks off the softball field. We'd be like, oh my God. It was wild. That's the only reason I knew anything about that though. Until I was, because, and again, I'm ancient. There was no internet. So I couldn't just, hey, Google. It was just hey, Grandpa, can you tell me about the war you're in? No. Okay. Grandpa got scary. Was that fire in his eyes? I'm sure I'm not the only one with grandparents that just could not speak on that part of their life because it was so horrific. That's all we knew until, you could actually seek that shit out. Right now, mostly conservatives in Texas, they buy a ton of books and then other places also buy them because the price is lower due to large print runs. God, that's weird. Are you in the bushes? Which ones? The ones that match the drapes. I've never had bushes. I don't understand. A teacher who taught, I never watched MASH. What was MASH about? Was it Vietnam? Was it Korea? I have no idea. I didn't have TV. A teacher who taught multiple classes and sports. High five, I had that too. You, small school. Oh yeah. Small, dude, VR. When I went there, we actually had a foreign language teacher. By the time my sister got to my high school, because she's 5 years younger than me, they got computers with Rosetta Stone sign language on them. They don't even have enough teachers to triple up the teachers anymore. I don't know how this school is still open. I genuinely don't understand. Or why. Coffee tongue. No, nothing. I learned absolutely nothing about the Vietnam and the Korean Wars in school, but we learned about the Cold War because, oh no, communism? Yeah. I did, and then I went to college and I took a huge, oh my God, I almost knocked something else. I took a big string of courses of Eastern European history because that was something I knew literally nothing. Like, I hate that by the time I was 18 years old and got to college, to me, Eastern Europe was Russia. That's the American education system. Like, there's the UK and there's France and there's Spain and there's Belgium and there's Germany and Russia. No. You all know I took Russian in college and everything. This is why. Like, I got into taking Eastern European history and I was like, there's so much world I didn't even know existed. Like, countries like Estonia, Lithuania, places that I'd never heard of in my life. It was literally like someone opened up half the world to me and I was like, oh my God, and they all have different languages? Are you, the Czech Republic, what? What? And so I went and took Russian and I went on the whole, and it serves me not in life. Other than I feel like I'm a much more worldly person and that I'm not that ignorant chode anymore that's like, there's Russia. And that's Eastern Europe. I think Poland's in there somewhere. Which is crazy because my grandpa's from Poland. Polish Jews represent! Yeah, it's really sad looking back at how dumb I was going into college. Just like, I feel bad for college professors sometimes, like I feel bad for teachers in schools, like it's all just a shit story. We don't come out knowing fucking anything. Nothing about the actual world. Like, for fuck's sake, teach me about the world, teach me how to do my taxes. To this day, those are the things that boggle my mind. Your school actually closed? I think my school's actually got about 200 students in it still. Because, I mean, it's so weird, but I'm sure your school closed, but if you went to a small school, I'm sure a similar phenomena happened where, like, when I was in my small school, all of the teachers were relatively old. Like, we didn't have any young teachers. Almost all of the teachers in this school now are kids I went to school with, or my brothers did. So they're like football players that I watched like get their knobs slobbed on the beach out back my house around a bonfire. And now they like teach math. It's fucking weird. We're not in touch. It's just Facebook stalking. But like my biggest bully, I'm like up until my junior year, she was a year older than me. She was the only other point guard on the basketball team, and she got bumped off of varsity for me, and I was younger than her, so of course she hated me forever. Because the coach did this, so obviously it's my fault. She bullied me. She's the one who gave me all these horrible nicknames I tell you guys about. She's the meanest person in the world. Meanest, just the coldest, literally the meanest person in the entire world. Tried to spread so many rumors about me sleeping around the school. Y'all know, I didn't fucking fuck until I was 18 because there wasn't a Planned Parenthood within a 2-hour radius of my hometown, and I've never wanted kids. This pussy was untouched, but man, were the rumors abound because of this bitch. You wanna know what she does? She teaches elementary school. Like, the coldest hearted person I think I've ever personally known in my life. It's very odd to watch all of this happen. She was like Regina George, and I say this as a fact, not with coldness, although I have a lot of coldness in my heart, but nobody liked her. She was just mean. Do you know that, like, just fucking mean? So mean. Beach whale? Who even comes up with a nickname like that? Do I look like a whale? That shit. She teaches children exclusively. I hope to fuck she changed. I hope that literally for everybody. Obviously, I'm not thinking all of these people are still going and getting their knobs slobbed by high school girls around bonfires while teaching high school. I mean, I hope that's apparent that I am not trying to make those connections at all. It's just weird because I knew them as fuckhead teenagers who desperately wanted to get in my poon. And now they like wear plaid button-ups and khakis. It's just weird. I'm sure they'd feel the same about me. Like, the little goth girl who, not little, but I made myself small goth girl who now like makes her money with her butthole. Like we all are different. I'm of the opinion that everyone was bullied, but very unfortunately, I'm almost positive that every single one of us was an unintentional bully, if not intentional, at one point. We all must be forgiving and try to move on and grow and hope the best for everybody. Kids are stupid and mean. I'm sure every single one of us said something horrible before the age of 18 without intending to, probably. We're just idiots. We're still idiots, but like we probably, I mean, I'm sure it's neurotic of me to think that I'm not the bad guy in somebody's story, right? I'm 37 years old, to be very real with you. That's too many years and too many people I've come in contact with in my life that I'm probably unintentionally a villain in someone's story they still tell. It would be so neurotic to think I'm not. I don't want to be. That sucks. I wish I knew who it was so I could go remedy this situation because I do not aim to be a villain in anyone's story, mostly, but probably, and that sucks. I tried. I'm forgiving. Forgiveness doesn't mean I like you. Let's put it that way. I can forgive someone and still hope you trip. You catch what I'm throwing at you. I can forgive you and hope for boils on your chin bone. I didn't have younger teachers, but I definitely had a crush on a couple of my teachers. Oh, I accidentally just pinned your message. I did not mean to do that. Well, you're just pinned now, Queens. I'm sorry. I was just trying to fucking scroll chat and it pinned your message. Maybe she changed. But I think that's a good point. We should all hope for change for people. Truly. But I did not mean to pin that. I'm sorry. She liked traumatizing children so much she decided to do it professionally. I don't know. I hope not. Queens, I mean, when we're kids, right? Like, especially if no one's there to do it, we don't know how to regulate any sort of emotional control in our bodies at all. Like, that's why we're supposed to go and be around adults and be exposed to people who do, I mean, theoretically, emotionally regulate, mask. And then we learn to emotionally regulate, mask, too, so that we can appropriately function in today's society with emotional regulation, masking. I think that's what's supposed to happen. But if you were anything like me, where you grew up in a house of alcoholics, a house of people with excessive temper issues and anger management issues, where they're beating each other up all the time and there's a lot of physical violence, there's obviously, what the fuck is going on here? There is obviously no example of emotional regulation there whatsoever. And so, like, that's something I had to take forward in my life is children bullies are being bullied by their parents and or they're watching their parents bully each other. Kids don't come up with that behavior on their own. It is learned, mirrored, mimicked behavior. So when I look back on my bullies as a kid, I try to find forgiveness in that, like, these kids were probably being fucking abused by their parents because where the fuck do kids learn language that they used against me when you're in 4th grade other than family somewhere, right? So that's where I try to find forgiveness, and I try to displace my anger and disappointment on the parents and the family who didn't do anything to try to stifle a horrible child like that. You have to stop. She's trying to jump up on my chair, and if she knocks my painting down, we're gonna have words. I know. What? What? Do you have damage today? I don't know what to do for them today. I don't know what to do for you today. What? What? We're everywhere. We're all at once. Why? What are you trying to tell me? Speak! What's happening? This is weird. You never do this. This is weird. Okay. Is Timmy in a well? Is Dad okay? Do we need to go check on him? I'm genuinely concerned. Are we good? Are you okay? Dude, for real, that was some weird dog behavior. Okay. I'm likely the bad guy to some people in my past because I pushed back hard when they tried to bully me or my friends, and I've definitely done that too. Just like how hate and racism's learned exactly. No one's born with racism. That's not a real thing. Babies don't realize any of that at all. It's taught. And God, I mean, fucking fuck you for teaching something so horrific to a young mind. You have a perfect little sponge that you could fill with the wonders of the world and you filled it with hate and racism. Fuck you. As one of those, I was a sponge, as we all were a sponge. Fuck you. How could you? I had so much potential. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Fuck. They are. They're everywhere. Everything. All the ones is. Why though? She's never this clingy. When she comes up on this side, that's weird. Do you need to go potty? Do you need to go outside? Is that do you need to take a shit? Do you need to take a little shit outside? Are you just gonna stare? Okay. I know. Did a snake get out? I guess it is kind of like normal break time. If we had been on time today, but Katie slept too long. I know. I'm so sorry if my dog's instigated all the other dogs have to go out now. I guess we'll just take a break, stretch your legs, get a beverage, make some more coffee or tea or whatever you have. I'm desperately low on caffeine. I don't know they've got the shits today. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Take a break, stretch your legs, get a beverage, load a bowl, do what you need to do. We try to take a break every couple of hours. This one's only an hour in. I'll be right back. I have no idea why they wanted to go out. I have no idea why my dogs were being weird. They were just being weird. They like sprinted. I don't know. I think they sense a squirrel. Little bastards. I love feel-good stories. I have a feel-good story for today. One of my residents started insisting my name was Bernie. I was very confused. Yep, I was very confused. I told her, no, this is Mud, okay? No, you're Bernie. I found out later from a family member, Bernie was the name of a longtime close family friend that had passed away. And that's when she insisted I was Bernie. I got the feels. Oh, you're Bernie now. That's sup to Bernie. What up, Stajan? How are you? Look how perfect my coffee foam looks. She's such a fancy bitch with her foamy coffee. That's a hot bitch. I know. It's so weird because I'm out of oat milk. When I do oat milk, I froth it too, but it doesn't make like that. This is Zach's like milk because I need coffee. And it makes like a like real foam. Muy interesante. I'm sorry if everybody else's dogs had to go out. I don't know why my dogs were being needy like that. They just sometimes just like they get in a mode where like one of them just desperately needs attention for a second and the other one's like, oh my God, me too. I don't know why. Yes. Oh, she actually went live, dude. That girl. I was texting her. She's flaring so bad. I was like, no rush. No, do not rush yourself. We are being so wonderfully chill and we are just talking about the failures of the American education system. Please take your time. We're going to play chill Fallout because she's just, I mean, you guys know she has the same shit. And so she fucking goes live. Yeah, cozy, chill, hang out with Stream Day because Bodies suck. I could probably get a foam mustache with this. Got milk? That's not cute. Anyways. Didn't work like I thought it would. Failures of the American educational system, political. I mean, 100% all the things. But man, Stajan, like the things that I had to pay to know about the world in college, eternally frustrating to me. Forever. Eternally. It sucks growing up and realizing, wow, I didn't learn shit. But I know, I tried to, I couldn't, it's because it moves. I can't get it. I did it. So how's everyone doing? My Nana could touch her nose with her tongue. I've never been able to do it. How? I don't know. She could just get the little tip of her nose. I can never do it. I don't think my nose goes down far enough. Nope. It's not gonna happen. I can't. I don't have the tip. She had like this. I think it's very. She always called it her Irish nose. But she had like a nub, like a ball at the end of her nose. I don't know how to, like, not like a nut at the end of her nose, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she had this little, like, bloop right there that went down a little, and she could get it. I've never been able to do it. I think because my nose is a pig nose. Not a wart, no, just like the shape of her nose. I know, saying a ball at the, she described it this way, because, you know, we're all so self-deprecating. Like, I say pig nose instead of, I have a lovely little upturned nose. Everyone, why are we so mean to ourselves? In the way that I say I have a pig nose, because you can see my nostrils all the time. She had like just this little like longer nose with this right there. And it I think that's how she could lick her nose. I don't watch much soap operas or much TV. The drama get out of the US this year is like crack. Dude, it never ends. We're all very tired of it. I'm sure you've seen the memes, Stajan, but there's a lot of memes that go around that are just like, as a millennial, I'm very tired of living through world events. You know? Remember to hydrate, everybody. It's a button, not a pig. All right. Oh, because the buttonholes. My nostrils are uneven, I just noticed. I think. Or is that the nose ring? We're just looking at my nose now. Okay, let's stop. But you know what I mean? We always use the worst words to describe ourselves. There's so many, like, people pay for my nose. I gotta be nicer to myself. Thank you. I'm very grateful you take that for, you don't take that for granted, Stajan. It's really exhausting, and I understand where it comes from, but it's so exhausting when we're just like, we're having an event, because it's pretty shit, you know? And someone's like, well, you think that's bad? Well, bleh. And it's like, we're not one-upping on country tragedies right now. What are you doing? That's not what's happening here. I would like to live through some precedented events, please. Thanks. Same. I'd like some boring. Some, like, remember when the worst thing happening was, like, our president getting a blowjob? Boring would be nice. I'm excited for maybe if boring ever happens. I'd like boring. We're all very tired. It's not just millennials, by the way. I truly think it's down through Gen X. To boomers, like, I think, I don't know, just personal experience, you can't generalize. As an American, I'm just really tired of living through world events. It's just always. It's always. I don't think it's ever not been something. Like, I was born in, was I born into Bush 1? I was born in the Bush 1. I was born in a bush. I think so, 88. Senior. I don't know, I was born that year, so I can't remember. It was 88, yeah. There's never been a moment of not. But also, you think back to like Reagan, Nixon, so on and so forth. Like, it's never been a moment of not. We're kind of a shitstorm all the time. I think with the advent of social media, it's just like more now. But all this shit was probably going on, you know? Was 88 Reagan and then it was Bush? Was that like a voting year? It might have been a voting year. We might have gone literally from Reagan to Bush. I don't know. Fuck Reagan. Right, confirmed Gen X here, and we're over the shit. Half my friends are Gen X. I would say almost more. More than half are Gen X. Yeah, like you guys have the exact same attitude of just like, I'm really tired. But you're like older than me, so you have that less, you know, as we get older, we just give less fucks. So you're like, you're still tired, but like less affected. Bush Sr. was in office in 89. There you go. Whatever. They were both shit. It was a voting year. There you won. Bush won, beat Dukakis. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time, Viata. Obviously, I didn't hear about it when I was born. Like, I'm not pretending I was cognizant in the year 88, but I have heard that name, and it has been very many years. That is weird. I'm 42. I feel like I'm 60, man. I mean, staging. There's so many of us here. We were just talking about this the other day. Like, and I don't mean this in like a dark, but I didn't really think I'd make it to 30. So, like, every year after 30 has just kind of been like I didn't plan for this. Let's just fly by the seat of our shorts and go forward, I guess. Like, I'm still cognizantly dealing with, like, oh, man. Like, I made it well past 30. Does that mean I got a plan for the rest now? Oh, shit. I just didn't plan for this long of a day. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird. Yes, Katie, you do have to plan for the rest. It's like, I think it's kind of just flying by the seat of my pants because I don't have kids or anything. And I think that's what really adds to a lot of people's like stressors and stuff of their life and why they have to like kind of make plans and have more of a routine and stuff. Whereas I'm just kind of like, I got dogs. But that's about it. I saw this meme recently. Tell me if anyone identifies with this. Not a meme. I don't know. I call everything a meme. I don't know. It was short form content on Instagram. A video. I don't fucking, what do you call it? But it was you know how people do a stitch of someone? It's an older, like, TikTok or something of someone just, like, up and close to the camera, like, yo, y'all married couples without kids. What do you fight about? And then it's like a montage of other couples that don't have kids, like, very casually mentioning the stupid shit we fight about. And I was like, wow, we really have no problems. Like, kids are it. Like, kids aren't a problem, but you know what I'm saying. Like, that's it. But if that's not a thing, like, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? What movie do you want to watch tonight? I don't know. Whatever you want. How about this one? No, not that one. Like, those are the arguments. When you say them out loud, you're like, oh, nothing I do matters. At all. I ran out of fucks in 89. I was born with no fucks to give. That's a good way to live it, honestly. I did not get to vote that year, even though I turned 18 in November because the election was on November 9th, and I turned 18 on the 22nd. Oh, that's fucked up. You know, I remember the Bush Kerry. Was it Kerry Bush? Yeah, the Bush Kerry run. I was in high school when that happened, and half my friends were turning 18, like, on the cusp, and the rest of us weren't turning 18, and it fucking sucked. Watching all your friends get to be a part of it, obviously, we lost, but, like, I remember that I was so mad. I didn't think I'd make it to 40 myself, mostly because I was thinking, I'm killing myself before shit hits the fan, and then my sis got children, I found out a bit more to live for. Isn't that weird? Same. Like, my whole life, it's just like, I keep finding more shit to live for, like, the people I care about. And, like, I've lost people, and I'm sure most of us here have lost people in our life, and the pain that like, emotes out of your soul, I'm just like, if I really love my friends, would I do that? Do anything like that to people I care about? And nieces and nephews and whatever, you know. People. My sis got children. Sounds like she ran down to the corner store and picked up a couple. Fiona, sort of. I mean, I'm being very serious here. It takes less time to make a child than it does to get to the corner store. Same, Kona. I've had so many friends pass away from cancer already, and I'm only in my late 30s or mid, whatever, 37. Like, it's just gnarly seeing that I'm just like, man, we really have to hold on to each other. Like, hold on to what you have because you just don't know. It's important to maintain and hold on to people in your life, I think. The people you want. They say everyone can remember what they were doing when they heard JFK was assassinated. I can't and was probably shitting myself. That's what toddlers do. See, it is interesting you say that, though, because for my generation, we have the same instance. I wasn't alive for that, obviously. But for my generation, it's where were you when the towers went down? And granted, there were probably a lot of people, literally toddlers, shitting themselves, and they don't remember where they were because they were shitting themselves in front of a TV. But I bet the rest of us know exactly where we were, what was happening, who we were sitting next to. Like I think, and again, we're all very tired of living through world events, yeah? All of us. I'm not saying anyone in particular, like all of us. Like, Jesus Christ. I was only in 8th grade. Like, that shit really fucked me up. That was some fucking wild shit to watch. I mean, obviously not as wild as people that experienced it and lived in New York City. Like, please don't mistake my experiences. Like, we don't one-up horrific terror attacks here. Shouldn't have to say that, but in case anyone's like, you think that's bad, just delete it now. It's all bad. It's fucking horrible, but man, I think like that. We all have something like that, I think, where it's like, I know what I was wearing. I never wore it again. What up, Slurmy? Full napalm and told my managing director to go fuck themselves with a fetid horse cock. But you didn't, right? I love to think of that. The word fetid in an accent. With a fetid horse cock. Beautiful. Beautiful. But you didn't, and that makes you... We were just literally, Slurmy, we've been talking about, like, emotional regulation all day. And how, like, it's still a challenge all the time. I was at home playing a Civ game. I was getting up for school because I was on the West Coast. So by the time it happened, we were like getting ready to go on the bus for school. And our parents still sent us on the bus to school. And then we went to school and we sat around and watched TVs until the school finally just sent all the kids home and was like, this is ridiculous and fucking weird. Why are we keeping the kids in school? It was wild. I was at home playing a Civ game. Dude, yeah. Most people can remember it. Also, fuck cancer. Yes, 100% and strongly so. Good morning, Kozu. How are you, love? I just remembered I don't have Discord open, which is not good. I need to know when Beth wants to play gams. We're having very chill, slow day today. No, because I need money to exist. Exactly. But needless to say, I applied for 2 new jobs today. Oh, nice. All I was asking for was a bit of flexibility re-office days, and I was told that this is not the new vision. I went outside and screamed profanity for a good 30 seconds. This is not the new vision. This is not the new vision. Oh, look at that hair. You look so nice. I did this. Oh my god, we were matching shirts today. We're so fucking gay.
Yeah, gave her the
Oh
win.
my god.
Like we planned it.
It's a nice color on you. That's gay. Everybody says hi and cunt. You know, they say you should, like, they say that all of us, if we're in, like, the classic working world, I guess, we should be applying for jobs and going for interviews just to keep our interview skills up. So even if they don't, like, turn out to be something you want to go to, just keeping your interview skills up is good if you want to move on from that vision. I was a sophomore in high school, found out during the fire drill, oh my god, which was an interesting experience. Were you outside? Were you literally outside, Mike? I can't remember. Fire drills, you go outside, right? I worked second shift, so I was just yeah, you don't hide under your desk during a fire drill, Katie. I'm sorry, it's been a while. I worked second shift, so I was just getting up, sitting on my porch, having a cup of tea before getting around when a couple kids rode by on their bikes screaming that we were going to war. Oh my God, that's fucking horrible. Genuine Twitch related question. Do I have to be an affiliate or partner to co-stream? I don't think so. No. They're like no shit sins, like eons before Twitch ever integrated some sort of like co-stream thing through Twitch. We've had other websites. What is it? Stream together, co-stream. What's that website we used to do all the time where you put in both people's IRL or IRL? You put in both people's IRL and it populates both streams. Multi-stream, thank you, Glut. There's multi-stream you can use, and that's just not even attached to Twitch, but honestly, we still use it sometimes, because sometimes it just works better for people on mobile, because they can see both streams, and then basically you have a tab between the chats. So the chats won't be merged, but anybody can co-stream through that shit. We've been doing it for years and years and years. But I don't know about, like, the Twitch co-stream. I wouldn't think you'd have to be an affiliate and partner, and this is why, sorry I'm smiling, but I love being sassy. If it's only for partners and affiliates, I think that's so fucking hypocritical, because the whole reason the CEO keeps pushing it is because he's convinced that's how we all grew our streams and communities 10 years ago. Quoted. That's how everyone grows their streams, is by streaming with other people. So if he's not letting people who are seeking affiliate or partners stream together, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Dead silence. We all just sat in it. That was creepy. But you know what I'm saying? That would be sus behavior. Combined chat is nice. It is. Like, if we ever wanted to do a co-stream with, like, like, any quantifiably larger streams than mine where the chat's psychotic like that, I would do the multi-stream and not merge chats, because merge chat is just absolute nightmare for mods across the board. Like, you guys don't know each other's regulars and stuff like that. Like, it's just, I wouldn't do that to my mods. Multi-witch, exactly. I get sassy about it because I hate it. I was skiving off school when the towers fell. Jesus. Bumming around at home when my mom hanging the washing out at the time. Wow. See? But it's one of those things, like, if you were a conscious human, we all remember it, exactly what was happening. I was wearing a red shirt that had Bob Marley's face on it, because that's the kind of kid I was. I was like, everyone will know I smoke pot. Okay, Katie. Okay. But I did. And I never wore it again. Never wore that again. I don't think. Yeah. I think we got rid of that. Cheers. That's the dead one. God damn it. I know a lot of people that were there. Like, there. Not that that lessens the experience, my God, but I would never pressure any of you that were in New York City in any way, shape, or form to tell your story, and I wouldn't ask unless you were forward about telling something like that, because I have friends who have been very forthcoming with their story of what that was like watching that happen, and it's, I truly believe it has caused PTSD in some of my friends. Like, diagnosable PTSD. Not like, I'm so PTSD right now. No, like, legitimate fear. It is so sad. How could it not, right, Cocky? How could it not? That is, we watched it on TV across the country. I know people, and I know some of you are in chat right now, watched it. I can talk all day about how disturbing it was to watch people fall out of windows and jump out of windows as an 8th grader. I know people who are there. Like, that is life alter. I can't even. I would never ask. I would never ask, and I hope you find healing somewhere in your life, but my God. Shudder, right? That's literally my spine just does a... I'm so grateful I've never been that close to something like that. I saw a news report about it on TV because, again, Canada, yeah. Same, exactly, Stajan, and that's exactly what I'm saying. That's my point. No shit. I feel traumatized just watching it on TV. Exactly. Like, we across the world watched it on TV and felt in our souls that deep pit of what the fuck. And we remember what we were wearing. We remember exactly where we were and what we were doing, whether we slagged off from school and our moms were hanging the washing in the yard. We remember these fucking finite details I cannot fathom. Like, oh, I don't have any extra details to my story. Because I was on the street. My extra details, the sound of the person hitting the ground. Jesus fucking Christ. I got a load of bowl, but cheers. I know. That's what I'm saying. I just hope healing for those people, because that is in my lifetime, I can't, outside of like school shootings and shit, like that is one of the most horrific things that has happened in my lifetime. But again, a lot of us watched Columbine on TV. Like, we watched that shit go down, and it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped, so I can't say that kids these days are any better off. Like, I was talking to this about Bree and Scott, and like, they were telling me this phenomena is so weird. I think a lot of you will think this is weird, because I thought it was crazy. So you know that, very unfortunately, at least in America, because guns, school shootings are so prevalent now that just like fire drills, and if you grew up in the West Coast, earthquake drills. What's the equivalent on the East Coast? Do you guys have any weird drill like that? On the West Coast, we have very regular earthquake drills, which is like, get under your desk and put your hands over your neck, because that's going to save you from the cement blocks of floor 2 falling on you. We had those, but nowadays it's very, very normal and very regular to have school shooter drills. And tornado drills! See? I didn't grow up in Tornado Alley. I would have never even thought of that. There you go, tornado drills. Or, what do you guys have like in the Southeast? For hurricanes, do you guys like have what do you do for a hurricane? Curious, what do you do for a hurricane? A hurricane, what would you do? What do you do? Like a hurricane flood drill, I was thinking the same thing. What do you do with mass amounts? Like, I have no idea. So if you're from the floodplains, you cry. Is that what you tell the children, Cocky? Just weep, children, it's happening. Put up the shutters and hope or evacuate. Literally. Wow. Okay, so get this. This is where I was going with. Sorry, it took me a minute. So it's very normal for school shooter drills, which that didn't. We had like, I think when I was in elementary school, when I lived on the West Coast, very, very young, we had these drills that was like, teachers in chat, you might know what I'm talking about. It was like strange person in the building drill. But that's not what it was called. But it was basically like, get as far away from the windows as possible, turn all the lights off, get as silent as possible. But it was more like a game. Like, everybody, shh, we're all being very secretive. But it was like stranger in the building. Like, adult that hasn't been checked by the office. Something like that. That was it. Now they have active shooter drills. And what's crazy, it's wild to me, is they don't ever tell the kids what these drills are. His kids are now almost in high school. And Scott and Bree just had to tell, like, their kids literally finally asked their parents, like, why do we do these drills where they have us like hide in dark corners and turn the lights off and go shh and play the quiet game? And Scott and Bree were like, you mean the active shooter drills? They just don't say what it is. Wild. I don't know. It kind of boggled my mind. But I don't know. I don't have kids. It is. It's all by the Bible. They don't explain it. I guess maybe they do in high school, but in this school, they do not. It's just like we're all playing the quiet game and turning the lights off and locking the doors and hiding in dark corners. It's very, that's how I felt. It's very deceptive and strange because eventually kids will be very cognizant. I mean, you guys know this. There are shootings every day. They're just not being reported on. We have a problem with firearms in this country. That does not mean everybody with firearms is a problem, but firearms are a fucking problem. Like, you're going to be cognizant of it eventually, right? Queens, that's what I would think is appropriate. Like, if it's a fire drill, you tell them it's a fire. You need to get out of the building because there's a fire that can hurt you. I don't know. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know. I'm not like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to like teach, obviously. I don't know kids. I guess technically you don't have to put the shutters up, but that's like the best preventative action. Does that actually like, does it prevent the glass from like shattering into the building? Great. I mean, with a hurricane, and again, please excuse me because I'd never lived in like, I lived in Maryland, but we get like the leftovers, you know? So has there ever been a hurricane just hit out of fucking nowhere the way an earthquake can? Or is it the, like, usually there's some sort of radar before it actually hits mainland that's like warning people there's something nearby, right? No, wait, I got a yes and a no. There's always some lead up. Okay, that kind of makes sense a little bit more. Cause it's like, if it's inevitably hitting and y'all have stayed, like, I guess. Cause in my mind, I'd be like, wow, why wouldn't you leave? Evacuate. Like, that should be the sole option. If it's hitting, like if it's actively hitting the school at the moment, you know what I'm saying? But I guess, yeah, if you're still there, you're there on purpose. Because there's been ample warning, right? We've had them develop off the coast of Georgia. I think I remember that. Was it off the coast of Georgia? Mish, you might remember this. Oh, fuck. This was like 7 years ago. It was when I was living in Baltimore. But I want to say there was some horrific storms that went up North Carolina. They might have formed off of Georgia, and they went up, and they, like, wiped out that strip of vacation islands. What are those called? Oh my God, it's right there. Hold on. The shore, something shore. What do they call it? Help. Oh, it's these, like, it's just where everybody goes and camps and, like, vacations. These Outer Banks. My God, not shores, Outer Banks. Wow. All my friends have, like, yes, Outer Banks. All my Baltimore friends, they all had, like, timeshares on the Outer Banks, and that was, like, guaranteed. But I remember there were some massive storms that, like, cut all the power out there and everything a few years back. It was wild. And everybody's vacations got canceled, but this was, like, 7 years ago-ish. And they're pretty cut off from society out there anyways. It's, like, one road in, one road out, I'm pretty sure. The one last year went up. I remember the one last year was like, I think Mish and Knives were both kind of getting after effects from it, didn't they? We used to get them in Baltimore, and I don't say like lightly after effects. We got winds strong enough to hold me up. I could do this. I have pictures of it. Like, Maryland gets hit with those leftovers. The leftovers of a hurricane are still fucking crazy. The trees getting uprooted and shit like that. Like, I can't fathom what it's like to actually experience a real hurricane. But I know what the leftovers are, and those are enough to scare you. I got my change of name and change of sex designation forms filed. Fuck yes! And I live in Canada, by the way. Go Canada. Thanks for letting people just, like, be humans. Such a weird concept to say out loud. Thanks for peopling. Peopling well. Oh, was it? I didn't live in Baltimore in 2003. I don't know if it had a big name or anything like that, but it was just weird because it hit higher up on the coast. Like, I want to say that most hurricanes either get grabbed by the Gulf of Mexico or they slam into Florida first, or they go across Florida, and that's kind of what breaks them up. This one hit so much higher that it really affected a lot of states higher up, but I don't know. I don't remember. It was like right when I moved to Baltimore, and it's weird because like I was saying, like earthquakes, for instance, those, like, we can sometimes, they'll get like a little shakes before an earthquake, but it's usually minutes before an earthquake, and then it hits. It's just an immediate, we really don't know when they're gonna happen kind of thing. That's what I grew up with. So it's like, we had the drills. The drills for those are very immediate. It's like, get in a steel doorway, get the fuck out of the building, or get under your desk and cover your neck. But there's not really, like, warning. We never got warning. Thanks for allowing me to be me. Shouldn't be a thing we have to say in 2025, right? Thanks for letting me exist as a human on this planet. Shouldn't be funny. It shouldn't be so dark. It shouldn't be so dark to say out loud. And yet, here we are. Oh my God, I think it might have been Sandy. When was that? Hold on. Or was that, hold on. That sounds familiar, but I could be just pulling that out of my ass. Dude, it might have been. I don't know. It's been too long. It's like 2012. No, I moved to Baltimore in 2014. Hmm. I don't remember. What up, Gas? How are you, love? We always bring the good vibes. I refuse anything else. I've been thinking about starting my own religion. It's going to be about aliens coming to Earth and saving us from ourselves. Is it the spaghetti monster? Dude, any species with advanced intelligence would not come here. You know? It's like actively choosing to parachute down into a war zone when you don't have to. Why would you do that? Are there foreskins parachutes? Please make them parachutes. It has, I mean, obviously it has to be a religion if it's that nonsensical. That's the only way you can get people to buy into it. But I've learned that the most successful religions always involve foreskin. Christianity, Judaism, etc. Like foreskin plays a big old part in the wildest ones. So it's got to be something. You can't leave them out, otherwise no one will buy it. They'll be like, sure, but like, what about my foreskin? And you'll be like, well, no, the aliens didn't really care about it. And they'll be like, fake news. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, seriously. Like, it's such a major part of so many religions. Foreskin. Very much. It's odd. Like, to the point where people can, like we have the joke. Their pants are so tight I can see their religion. So, like, I'm just saying, if you really want people to buy into it. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I hit my mic. I'm trying to get, fucking Fallout. Steam is being a douche, I gotta restart it. Why are you, oh, I think my internet went out last night. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Okay. It's not really about God if you don't talk about foreskin. CK 2025. It's not a deity if they don't care about your pee-pee. Isn't this by that guy who's kind of a creepo? No, this is Gunship. Okay. What's the band I thought this was? Fuck. Oh, that's 1975? No, The Neighbors. Neighbors? Neighborhood? The ones that sing Sweater Weather. Am I fucking hallucinating or is that guy like problematic? This kind of sounded like that. Marilyn Manson's absolutely problematic. The Neighborhood. Hold on. We're gonna do this because I don't want us to talk ill. I don't know, but that's The Neighborhood is the band. I don't. Hold on, I'll play the song for you. Now I have to see because I don't know and I feel bad. This, you'll know at the moment I play it. It's so popular. This. I used to be addicted to it. I actually have a mix of it somewhere on my list. In California with my toes in the sand. Okay, let's get some facts. I'm digging. Granted, this is Wikipedia, but this is what I've found. In February of 2022, the band announced that they would be taking a hiatus. On November 13th of 2022, the band announced on social media that drummer Brandon Fried would no longer be in the neighborhood after Maria's lead vocalist, Maria Zordoya, accused him of sexual assault. So, not only was I guess I was like half right, but also I think we should commend this band for kicking a fucking nasty out of the band and being public about it. As opposed to, like, I don't know, let's say Red Hot Chili Peppers and just housing fucking sexual deviants. Yeah? So, like, half eat my words. Yeah, they kicked him out. So, like, long story short, they had a creepo in the band who sexually assaulted someone. They kicked him out. Yay! RHCP, you kind of have to throw away the whole band. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And this band was like, you know what? Absolutely not. We're going to throw away that dude. Because fuck that. Sick. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I keep hitting that. I'm going to let the song finish. Because it's a good song. And I feel like I'm glad we did a little. If anybody finds anything, obviously, like, always let us know. None of us want to listen to shitheads here. But I'm glad I looked that up. Now I'm gonna look up 1975, because was that the one I was thinking of? I think I so fucking mixed shit up. Like, it sounds like The Neighborhood, that last song, and I said the 1975, but like, and then I said, oh no, it sounds like The Neighborhood. I think The Neighborhood's problematic. They are not. They literally canceled and deleted their problematic band member. Amazing. But I think the 1975 is maybe, hold on. Taylor Swift, like, dated a band member of one of them. I'm not seeing anything, though. The band. Is there a song in 1975? uh. So no shit. The only thing I can find, and this is crazy, it's so stupid. During the band's performance at the Good Vibes Festival in 2023, Healy, lead singer, addressed the audience in a profanity-laden speech before kissing the bass player Ross McDonald. Homosexuality remains a crime in Malaysia, which is punishable by up to 20 years in prison and caning. Gross. That's fucking weird. The 1975 song? Who sings that? I guess he made a Nazi salute and said, "Thank you, Kanye, very cool," sarcastically at a concert. That's it. That's all I'm getting. Anyways. No, I was still looking at the 1975. It's The Phoenix. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. The Phoenix band. I don't recognize them, but they look like a band from the early 2000s I totally would have listened to. Probably. No. Got it. Oh, it's 1901? See, it's confusing. It's fine. I think I'm literally using what you gave me. I'm using the gear you gave me. Because, like, you gave me better shit than I'm ever going to get for, like, levels. Which is odd. But awesome. Hold on. Let's see. Is my Discord just not working? For now, exactly. God, that's bright. Hello! Oh, my controller's too far away. And I have to pee. What up, Zoe Love? I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Zoe, we actually had a group hug earlier today. Ooh. We had a group hug. We sniffed. I know, I should go piss. All right, I'm gonna go piss really quick before we jump into this, because I gotta... 27, technically 28 sawgill, because there was like an alpine sawgill. But what did I say? 70 fucking what? 70 something, 77 catches, and not one piranha. It's movie night in the Discord. We started a little late. We went way late. Soulpull, thank you beyond reason for helping us. I don't even know if you're listening. Thank you for those wonderful drawings of our characters with my sparkly fucking dress. The sparkly skirt really does complete the entire outfit. Sec, the song with a build up to me, that is probably one of the coolest things ever. I'm gonna do something cool with that. Like, play it for Zach and be like, listen to this, because this is what came out of fucking fishing! Oh my god! Okay. What a chill day we had. It was super chill. Oh, on like a more like brain note, tomorrow is my last stream for like ever. No, for like 5 days, 6 days. I'm flying home, doing my yearly visit to my family, flying back to the Seattles, and I get to go see Dan, so that's gonna be really exciting. Other than that, I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. If I don't catch a fucking, I don't know. Do I give up? My butt hurts. I don't know what to do. This is so confusing. Dude, hold on. Did I just see that? Motherfuck. Megan motherfucking Lanius is live, so I'm gonna raid her. I haven't seen her in so long. Since TwitchCon, actually. I'm delirious. What the fuck? 77 fish and not one goddamn piranha?